you ever failed? Something went wrong?
Of course.
Describe it. Tell me about it.
I fail every day. Many things. I failed to wake up on time today.
And how do you cope with this feeling of being uncomfortable, not knowing?
I talk to myself and I tell myself, you could live alone over here, then this won't be that bad. Give it a shot. I've always been the top of my class because I love studying and I love attending lectures and answering questions and giving exams. I'm a pro student, and the failure was when the quarter started. It was my first quarter here and I couldn't clear a course. It was the first time. And in India, we're used to just soaring through and passing everything. And it was my first time to see on a grade card that I didn't make it. And I was like, oh my God, how do I deal with it? So I think that was one of my first failures here. Yeah.
How do you cope with failure?
One is never blame the others. And you have to think about what failure is. Failure is something that is parodic. It happens. It doesn't last long. What lasts long? It's the thought of failure. If you think that you are going to fail, or if you have failed, and you think about it all the time, this lasts.
How do you cope with stress?
I'm just trying to work as good as I can. I have stress. I cannot avoid it, but you have to sometimes just go and fight. And if you are at the final moment when everything is at stake, and then you feel stressed, still sometimes you have to think that I have reached so far this level. Sometimes you have to think from above, as I said. See that this is just an obstacle. It may seem like a mountain. It's just an obstacle, and after that there's a valley, and I'm gonna overcome it.
Can you describe a moment when you really had to make a very difficult choice? How did you do it?
A very difficult choice. I can tell you how to make a very difficult choice based on something that we have learned, the skills. I can find you a nice equilibrium. No, I'm just kidding. From the concept to just delete everything, my life in the Greece, and come to the Netherlands was a very difficult choice. In terms of, it's not that I wanted to do it, but it was difficult in terms of separation from my friends. It was difficult to walk in the center of Athens and see places that, I'm not gonna see that anymore for the next years, maybe, I don't know. Leaving people behind, I think, is a really difficult choice. I think that I hope I'm not the only one who has this, who has made that choice.
Describe a difficult moment in teamwork.
A difficult moment in teamwork is when you have done work and despite asking other people, they disagree with the work you've done in the next meeting. I think that's very difficult because you get attached to the work you've done, like your piece that you've made for the team project, and then the next time you meet them, they're like, no, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And you're like, but we had a discussion. So I think that's a difficult part.
In a place where many different people gather from different environments. I'm not saying just different technical backgrounds. I'm saying people who have lived their life at a completely different way. When you add them in a room and you make them work together, be together, there's no difference in that. As I said, people are, I don't know if you have said before, we are the same.
I think there's mountains ahead also in life. If you look upon the future, what is a legacy that you say, okay, that is really a thing that if I could change one thing, that I would like to do that?
In life change, I would like to make people understand that there are ups and downs in everybody's life, and I want to change the mindset with which everybody looks at each other, thinking that, oh, you're sorted, or you have this, but I don't. That mindset of that lack mindset, I think I'd like to change that. And if I would feel very fulfilled if I could make even some people believe that you have it all within you and you don't need to compare yourself.